If you can't follow the rules of the road, you shouldn't be handed the keys to a car, let alone keys to an 80,000-pound tractor trailer. And if you're here illegally, you shouldn't be driving at all. Yet the bodies are piling up. As every week, we seem to hear about another crash involving an illegal alien behind the wheel. Yesterday in Indiana, 64-year-old Terry Schultz was killed after a semi-truck reportedly ran a red light, then plowed into his car. The driver of that truck, Singh Sukhdeep, came here illegally from India. He was caught and released at the border in 2018, when Democrats, by the way, were suing to stop Donald Trump's border wall. A witness to the accident said she stayed with Terry until his final moments.
And I made it my job to be calming to him and maybe try to keep him calm. He was unresponsive, but at some point, I think that he definitely took his last breath.
So upsetting. But more than that, it is infuriating. And now a new bombshell report finds that 20% of all commercial driver's licenses issued to non-citizens in Illinois were issued illegally. Well, another item on Pritzker's presidential resume. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has stepped in, telling the state to clean up its act or lose millions in federal funding. Look, this is not about politics, it's about competence. State officials have to enforce the standards that already exist, keep Americans safe. Here with reaction is Marcus Coleman. He's a former truck driver himself, but more importantly, the father of 7-year-old Delilah. She was 5 years old when an illegal alien driving an 18-wheeler caused a multi-car crash, injuring his daughter. Now, Marcus, thanks for you to tell your story tonight. I see you brought Delilah with you. She's beautiful. Tell us what happened. And I understand she was airlifted to the hospital during that crash.
Yeah, that's correct. Thank you for having us as well. Yeah, she was airlifted on June 20th, 2024, when she got involved in a vehicle accident from a illegal immigrant truck driver that was licensed here in California. California passed a law where you could be 18 years old and get a CDL, which right now we're trying to repeal that as well. And there's also some other laws that we're trying to put in place that are going to protect American drivers on the road so that they don't have to go through the same stuff that we're going through.
Marcus, this is, I mean, this is so upsetting. I mean, as a parent myself, I'm thinking about what you went through. I know your daughter is nonverbal, so you have lots of challenges, and this is another challenge. How is she doing now?
She's doing a lot better now. She just started learning how to walk again. She's made tremendous strides in, the last year and a half of her recovery. We're coming up on 2 years here shortly. She's still unable to talk. She still has a tube in her stomach where she feeds through. She suffers diplegic cerebral palsy. She suffered a TBI. So right now she has a mentality of maybe about an 18-month, 24-month-old.
Marcus, the politicians who look the other way, she's tired, God bless her. Politicians are looking the other way when this was happening. As it's still happening, as it happened yesterday. What's your message to them tonight?
Correct. They need to pay attention. Just because it's happening to, to other people that are not close to them, little by little, it's getting closer and closer to home. This is starting to affect people in different states. It's starting to affect a lot more people. I explained to one of the politicians the other day that it doesn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat or anybody. These trucks are coming at people. It's getting pretty scary out there right now. And if we don't pay attention, it's going to become a major problem, bigger than it already is.
Marcus, you know what those trucks are like, in the cab of a truck like that. You know how skilled you have to be to handle those vehicles. I mean, we need the best of the best out there. And their point is, oh, we need more immigrants to do these jobs. Do you think that's true, or do they need to pay truckers more to do this work?
No, they definitely need to be paying the correct wages to the American drivers that were here initially doing this. There's never been a driver shortage. That's not anything that's been going on. It's greed from brokers that are wanting to sit there and make huge profits off of these, and they know that they can take advantage of the illegal immigrants that are driving. There was another person that came on and said that the American truck driver can't compete with slaves, and that's exactly what's going on. We have people that are out here that are willing to do this for pennies on the mile, and we can't compete with it. Therefore, we step out, and that's where the shortage is coming. The fact that nobody wants to pay an American wage for an American job. They want to sit there and give it to somebody who's going to do it for cheap. When you get cheap labor, you get cheap results. People die. And that's exactly what's going on right now. We're literally obliterating, livelihoods such as my daughter. She's no longer able to do the stuff that she wanted to do because somebody decided that they wanted to pay somebody cheaper, a cheaper rate to get the same load taken across, the state of California.
It's disgusting. And when anyone says Americans
Yes.
won't do this work, Americans always did this work. It infuriates me.
Exactly.
If I hear this, we have a
Exactly.
worker shortage. Well, how much are wages going up? If you believe in the free market, then wages should be going up. No, wages are going down or stagnant for these careers. This is happening across industry.
Exactly.
Marcus, what does your daughter's future look like because of what happened to her?
Right now, it's very uncertain. We've come to the terms that she's going to be with us for pretty much the rest of her life. She's going to be dependent. We've already come to the realization that she's not going to be the person that she wanted to be, the things that she wanted to do. The fact that she suffers a TBI is taking a lot off of her plate. She wanted to do gymnastics. She wanted to do wrestling, and she's no longer able to do that anymore. So her field has narrowed dramatically on what it is that she's able to do. And it sucks because even yesterday, she had a school dance and she was embarrassed. She just wanted to sit there. She didn't want to participate in the dance. And you're talking about a girl that used to be the center of attention everywhere she went, and I had to go out there with her on the floor, and I got on my knees and it was just her and me just dancing out there, so that's what we have to do now to convince her that she's still, a part of a childhood in some form or fashion.
Marcus, I hope every person in a position of power watches this interview. This is unconscionable that this was allowed to happen. And you and your family are left dealing with the very, very difficult circumstances. Unscrupulous employers and irresponsible politicians combined. Marcus, thank you very much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.